מורי ורבותיי, we're Zera Shimshon, Wednesday morning Parashat Pinchas edition. The Zera Shimshon writes, Rosh Umot. And this week Parashat, we mentioned that Balak was the head of the Umot, but he mentioned it number 3. Before he mentioned other two kings. And the Zera Shimshon writes, why did he mention him in the third road? Even though that he was the king. King is always number 1. And the question is even greater. Rashi writes, why did he mention him in number 3, even though that he was the king? Because he sent his daughter to have to be a prostitute in order to seduce the Jewish nation. Which father sent his daughter to prostitute? You're such a low life. You deserve to be number 3. Zera Shimshon asked, I don't care what you count him. Bottom line is number 1. So what do you mean you count him number 3? You count him number 1. He is the king. Come to Zera Shimshon and write, wow, Daniel, listen to this. There are 3 reasons why a person become a king. Why people choose king? Why people choose leader? What make people to choose a rabbi above them? What make a person to achieve greatness in life? There are 3 reasons. Either a person come from distinguished family. We know in our communities, Bukharian communities, Syrian communities, Persian communities, they don't ask you, who are you? What's the last name? What's your family? Which town you came? What's the last name? Why? Because it's so important. You see, what made Yoni to be a Kohen, what made Daniel to be a Kohen, is not because necessarily they are themselves greatest, and yes, they are themselves greatest, but the fact that your father and your grandfather was a Kohen, already you're a Kohen. You become a Kohen, that's it. So what makes people to be great, the first level is because of a great family. Distinguished families, respectable, modesty families. You can see that the trait, the behavior, the character, we took from parents. Second thing is because you're smart, extremely smart. Wow, when you are brilliant, when God bless you with endless wisdom, you can be the greatest king. King Solomon came from a good family, David HaMelech, and he was the wisest from all nations. So now we can choose you to be a rabbi, even though your family is not the greatest. But still, Chacham Ovadia Yosef, the Gadol Ador, Gadol Ador, in our generation, maybe 500 years, his father was a great man. But he was a grocery store seller. He was not the giant of the generation. He came from a simple home, and yet he became why? Because his wisdom was God's gift. Such a wisdom did not appear in this world for 500 years. So this is wisdom. And last but not least, because you're extremely wealthy. When you have money, you become the president of the community. What you did for the community, nothing. What you're going to do, nothing. But you have money. That's it. You become the president, you become the vice president, you become the rabbis. If you have enough money, you can become the rabbi. You know how you do it, Daniel? You build your own synagogue, and you become the rabbi. That's it. Can somebody fire you? Can somebody tell you not to be a rabbi? No. Why? Because you have money. So there are 3 reasons why a person achieves greatness. Either because of money, either because of good families, or either because of wisdom. Balak had 3 of them. Balak came from a good family. Ben Tzipor, the Torah mentioned. Balak was a very wise man, and he had the wealth, unlimited wealth. He paid Bilam any money you want. So Balak had 3 of them. A man that Balak sent his daughter to become prostitute, he lost 2. He lost wisdom. What a wise man sent his daughter. Meaning wisdom he didn't have. So wisdom is down. And he lost distinguished family. Which family? So now he mentioned him number 3. Why number 3? Because the other 2 you lost. You lost the wisdom and you lost the good family. What left is number 3. What number 3? Cash. This is the reason that he mentioned him number 3. Because a person achieves greatness because one of these 3. The Almighty God will bless all of us to have these 3 gifts, but especially good family, and even more wisdom. And then, Be'ezrat Hashem, unlimited wealth. Once again, we're here at the BJCC Youth Minyan, third floor, Zera Shimshon. My name is Rabbi Vaknin, and I approve this message.